City and listening units, special attention North Madison for a possible active shooter, East High School. We have a caller claiming 40 students are shot by a male Hispanic wearing black pants, carrying a long gun.
Developing now, police and the FBI are investigating after more than a dozen cities all across Wisconsin reported school shooting threats.
Investigators determined that the threats were false. They're investigating the incidents as swatting calls.
And that's when a caller reports an active shooter, but the threat is not actually happening. In a statement, the FBI said it has no information to indicate a specific and credible threat. They're asking everyone rather, to stay vigilant and report anything suspicious to law enforcement. Now in Madison, threats were reported involving Madison-East-High-School.
Our Catherine Merck has the details.
These threats were exactly that, threats. Nobody was hurt here at East High School after somebody made a fake phone call saying that there was an active shooter here. However, for students and administrators, that doesn't make it any less scary.
Gun violence is very serious, so why make a joke about it?
East High School was just one of the dozens of school districts in our area and across the state threatened with violence. For students like Maria Brennan, it's frightening to think about what could have happened if these threats were real.
Why do that? To make a fake threat, it's just I don't know, just what are you getting out of it? Why are you making people freaked out for no reason?
The Madison Metropolitan School District agrees. These types of threats can't be taken lightly.
It's always a scary ordeal, a situation, obviously, and so it increases anxiety of our staff, of our students, and our community. We want to know that our school spaces are safe.
This isn't the first time a threat has been made at a Madison high school. Back in August, a Madison teenager was charged for a string of school bomb threats at Memorial High School. This kind of violence, even when it's just threats, has students nervous about what could happen here or at any school moving forward.
I just don't get it.
The FBI is encouraging anyone who knows anything about these threats to report what they know to the police. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck with News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. And as we said earlier, East High School wasn't the only school involved in false shooter reports today. Police received similar calls involving more than a dozen schools across the state. These type of incidents are not only happening in Wisconsin. We're just the latest in a string of about 24 states hit in the last 2 months with a string of threats to numerous schools.
Well, some states seem to be targeted multiple times, like Texas and California, and experts have had to put out guidance because of how severe it has gotten. Naomi Coles joins us with more. Naomi?
I spoke with the National Association of School Resource Officers, whose team is tracking local news articles like ours around the country. They're trying to piece together what's happening. They shared that data with me today. Dozens and dozens of headlines describing strings of calls around the state, all saying much the same thing. A student has shot up the school. NASRO's executive director, Mo Kennedy, believes we could be looking at a single culprit.
There's been some consistency in a lot of these, and the consistency has been thick accent, seems to be reading from a script.
Excuse me, not just that, but several local police agencies have tracked IP addresses to a location in Africa. However, the FBI has not confirmed any of that. And for most of these strings of threats around the country, you can see in the state's red here, the investigations are still ongoing. Hear one of those fake threat calls for yourself. That's tonight at 6 o'clock.
We will see you at 6, Naomi. Thank you. Many questions remain. We still don't know, as Naomi was just explaining, who's behind these threats.
And as we learn more, you can follow along with the latest information at channel3000.com, also on our News 3 Now app.